Hey guys, it's Michael Valentino from Crusader Caravans in Campbellfield, Victoria. Today, another MY25 van has hit the lot. This is the absolutely anticipated, loved and pined over Musketeer Treville. The MY25 Musketeer Treville features a 150 amp lithium batteries, 220 litres of a fridge. It features an induction cooker, gas cooker, everything you're going to want in your caravan, including a Victron charging system, free camp ready for anything you throw at it. This lovely gentleman behind me is DC14962. In case you like the colours, you can write them down for your particular caravan. The tear weight of this guy with an independent suspension and standardised Crusader XPS construction is 2,381 kilos. It has an ATM of 3,100 kilos. I'll let you do the math on the payload. And it has a ball weight of 127, ready for you to be able to put whatever you need in any of the storage compartments and stay pretty legal with most of the vehicles you have. This guy measures from the tip of the A-frame to the back of the spare wheel to the furthest extremities of it at 8187 millimeters, or rounded up 8.2 meters. You are gonna love this caravan. Out of all of our orders within the Musketeer range, the Musketeer Treville for a tandem axle van is by far the best caravan that's coming to the Musketeer market, and how Crusader has absolutely exemplary made this better is out of this world. Some of the stuff in this with shaving cabinets and everything like that is just never seen before within our industry. You got to take a look at this, you're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely love this, guys. So this is the Musketeer Treville. The Musketeer Treville is featuring a club lounge on the side. This guy separates itself from the Musketeer Aramis, the Musketeer Centaur, the Musketeer Warrior. The Musketeer Treville is a standout van. With the club lounge on the side, there's really not much more you can love about this van. It is our probably most popular caravan within the Musketeer range for a tandem axle caravan. And the order banks coming through, this thing absolutely slaps. You're gonna love it. The biggest highlight of the MY25 range that I can appreciate is the construction. The construction of the Musketeer MY25 and Crusader MY25 range features a 40mm composite XPS roof and eco-light construction. It features a 40mm composite eco-light construction for the floor with an insulation rating of an R7 and the sidewalls with an R5. It is a monocoque light construction. So, from the back part there, corner block, to the front corner block, this thing has one wrap. You can see the curves, it looks sexy. She's an awesome looking van. This thing, just on the outside, decal alone, tells the Crusader network, the customers, we're here to stand out. We're giving reasons for people to upgrade. We're giving reasons for people to want a new caravan. And this thing, cosmetically, I think does exactly that. It speaks for the audience that's really after something that is a fully composite, new style of caravan. This is the Crusader Musketeer MY25. Got a heap more coming, but we've got to show you the front before we show you anything more to it, because you're going to get a little bit too excited here. We have a toolbox on the A-frame for our storage. So on the front of the caravan, we've got a toolbox with gas bottles on the driver's side, sorry. And on the door side, we have our cooking facility. So it's a slide out flat tray with a strap that ties this over and locks in the MY24 Weber Q, like the newer series Weber Q. So we've changed, instead of having the slot feed on there, we've gone ahead and made it a change to really implement and use the different styles of cooking. So many different ones out there, the Komodo, the Weber, the Ziggy, the whatever it may be. Everyone has so many different cooking opinions. So this just gives them a little bit of flexibility with their choice and not honing them in on one particular brand. Sorry, Weber. On the front of this van, you've got a beautiful front wrap decal. That's the teal color like here. As I said, this guy here is DC14962. So if you want to make sure we copy him on your particular order, easy to do. We have these awesome bash plates. So these bash plates on the front are designed specifically to be able to handle some of the rougher roads around Australia. With the independent suspension, we know that customers, they're going to put these things through their paces, and that's okay. These bash plates are easily removable with 6 Allen keys. You take them off, you give them a lick of paint with a Raptor coat cover or whatever you want to do with them, however that works. You can cover it, you can make them look nice, whatever it may be. You want to paint these red? Paint them red. I'm not your dad, you can do whatever you want. So the best part about this is without having that, quite a large stone guard on there that's going to really impact the turning circle and stuff, these bash plates give you that flexibility and that coverage. Alternatively, you want a little bit more coverage, like a rock tamer scenario or a stone stomper scenario. These are awesome things to look into for your caravan, and we're here to help you through that journey if you want to add those things. On the top here, you want to be able to put a grip sport bike rack? Mate, I'm all for it. We go between here, we go up, we go over. Easy as that. Nothing's limitless in these vans. We can go as far as you need. We can give you as much as you want, as little as you need, whatever it may look like. For 2025, the construction's important, the standout's important, and the construction and what's in these things and what you're getting value for your money, you will not find anywhere else. 50mm ball coupling. We have Anderson plug for DC to DC charging via a Victron DC to DC charger. 12-pin plug. That is going to be doing all of your lights, indicators, brakes, those whatnot. 50mm ball. Obviously, you can upgrade this to a DO35 or anything else you want to be able to muck around with. We've got a few options here. Handbrake up here. We have a intelligent engineered chassis. So the guys at Intelligent Engineering manufacture with only Australian steel. It is a 3mm chassis, steel thickness with 450 MPa grade of rate. We have a 6-inch A-frame all the way back to the tyres, and we'll show you that when we get to the other side so you can actually have a bit of a look. And it meets a substructure of chassis. So you go A-frame 6 inches, chassis 6 inches. You've got 12 inches worth of structure there. And the guys at Intel have their tactile system of engineering, their tactile system of quality assurance. There's nothing, I think, in Australia build-wise that comes close to what these guys are outputting for the quality of what you can get. This is just fantastic. And the best thing about it is the quality assurance programs that these guys use at Intelligent Engineering with Terrence and his crew. They use the same quality processes that we use at the Crusader Caravans manufacturing facility. So from ground up, Australian made, this thing absolutely is the finest engineered and constructed caravan that you can find within the Australian market. 50mm, jockey wheel, like so. We have our trail safe, that is hardwired to the caravan batteries. So that there is going to, if the event of emergency and this pin pulls out, it's going to lock the caravan brakes on. And of course we have our Matador chain hooks that we pop our chains onto. To be honest, this is just a nice little additional thing that the guys at Intelligent Engineering do for us. And we have a tap here on the front of the A-frame as well, for you to be able to wash the feet, wash the pants, wash the cookware, whatever it may be. Wash the dog, whatever you're up for. On this side of the toolbox, we have a LPG storage. Cocoon, like so. Our gas bottles, they pull out. We've got a ratchet straps in there to be able to strap them to the barbecue as well. And then we have our regulator and stuff in here as well. So there's also little drain holes and stuff in there to make sure all of this complies with gas regs. And then obviously for humidity up north and stuff, a few people get that like sweat that happens inside the boxes. We know, we use the vans, we're well aware. So we've put that air pass-through points and plugs in there as well to make sure that you guys aren't going to have any concerns. Now, let me put this back so that way you can actually see the beautiful cosmetics of our 2025. The outside look, again, that build continues. So it's a 40mm roof, 40mm floor. You're not going to find anything like that with a one piece from that tip to the back constructed van. And of course, it's fiberglass skin, fiberglass outer, and XPS insulation in between those sandwich panels. So if any, it's water resistance. We have to say water resistance nowadays. Water resistant and it's hail resistant. When water interacts with that foam, if 7 years, 8 years, 9 years sort of thing, you have these concerns, lack of servicing, you've hit something, whatever it may be, it's not going to degrade the material. So that's a really important part. Timber vans, yes, absolutely, we soak it up. Aluminium vans, they still use timber in the construction, they stick plywood to it, it still degrades the material. XPS insulation, ask your insurance companies. They will grant you, I believe, with the large suppliers such as CIL and RACV, 10% off for a fully composite, eco-light, constructed fiberglass caravan. Ask the question, just do your research. Let's have a look. We have mains inlet, like so. That's where we're gonna plug a power inlet into. We have our RCD for protection for the caravan, of course, because everything complies with our ADR rules as far as electrical and plumbing. We have full through tunnel boots. So I measured this out, it's about nearly 900 wide in this space, and then it's a little bit more. So almost nearly a meter wide in there to be able to give you a heap of storage. It means you don't have to fill him right up, but with a pretty good starting ball weight, it means that you have flexibility in what you're gonna put in this. Fantastic part about this is though, you've got full through storage. Love it. Comes in, we locks him up like an easy. We've got this black film at the bottom. That's a Dynoc material. Across the whole range, this has been reduced down to what it is now because the decal speaks for itself. Very, very strong. And stands out, which is fantastic. We have an aluminium Dometic window. So this is a aluminium style Mobicool window. So these have been around for ages, but we've managed to get large supply. So now, standard on the Crusader MY 2025 range. It is an aluminium frame. The perspex slightly different. The strut arms in here don't have the locking knobs, but they do have a clicking system. And then of course we also have it's a little groove inside, which we'll get to. It allows for airflow, but also security. And again, the pull-up blinds and stuff inside the window, inside the van, obviously to have block out or midgie screens down, you have clips for. So you don't actually have to, it's no magnetism to it, so it doesn't up. You're relying on an actual physical clip, which I think is better. We're gonna go down. Now, we have inside this little box, it's tucked away so people can't get their little fingers in there. We have a protection device in there, like a resettable breaker. We have a padlock here for our battery box. We have our nuts and stuff on the outside as well for quick and easy access, but it makes it harder for, criminals. Now, this guy's 150 amp lithium from the guys at Power Crank, and this is going to run your charging system. If you want something more, great. You want something less? Hey, by all means, we can absolutely get something going for you. Our range is so expansive. There's something in it for everyone, but the foundation, much like the chassis we're going to talk about, is strong. And it means that if you need a little bit more Victron this, a little bit more Victron that, you're well and truly covered. We have A-frame, right? Still running, and it runs all the way back to here, right at the wheels. And it cuts away, so just very, very reinforced, and then it's going to your chassis as well. The new paint style of the Musketeers, or at least this Musketeer, is a monument paint. It's like a typical ColourBond color. People are always asking, oh, what's the color match? What's the color? I want to make it look good. I want to sell it. I'm going to buy another one, whatever it is. It's just monument. Like, how good's that? It just means that it's easy to find, easy to match. We scratched our shed here. Monument, gone, brand new. We have an Anderson plug just under here as well for a quick jump start, for solar input, for a fridge output, whatever you want to do. So you got a heap of flexibility. Love the new range. It absolutely inspires flexibility. 2 water fillers. So we have 220 litres of fresh drinking. So it's 110, 110, 220. Thank you very much, Mr. Medisha from Year 9 Maths. I've managed to finally add up. These go into a holding tank that you then use via a 12-volt pump, which is located just down here. So this is our main switchover with gate valves. So that allows you to be able to draw from each individual tank, which is just fantastic. It gives you flexibility. Again, flexibility. Biggest thing with Crusader, we have in-house plumbers, in-house electricians. It allows for easy switchovers and allows you to use from whatever water tank you want to particularly use. In a free camp scenario, gives you that flex. We have a 28-litre stainless steel hot water service. So this is a 28-litre stainless steel hot water service. It is gas and 240 volt. And it's a stainless steel unit, which means it's a fast recovery, and it means there's no anode as well, which is just fantastic. The biggest thing with Crusader as well, we don't skimp out. 1000 by 800 windows. We have a I think it's a 1200 by 500 window, and the smallest window I think we run in the opposite side is like 1100 by 450. We go to the biggest. We don't try and save nickels and dimes on different window sizes. If people always ask us, oh, can we have a bigger window? Just because obviously they like bigger windows. No, we put the biggest we can fit. That's most light, the merrier. Like, we just want to make sure it's so comfortable and so expansive. You have all those, just that instant love of walking into your van every single time. Running on the hardware here, we have a 15-inch 235 wheel and tire. It's running on a 3.1 Teco Tough Ride, Australian-made, little robot welders in a factory suspension. The guys at Teco, Cobus and his team are just fantastic. I've called them in all hours of the morning, all hours at night to ask them questions that I've stumbled upon or thought about, and this suspension has held up to the test of time. Our service guys love this suspension. It allows for flexibility, allows for movement, allows for change, and the biggest thing about this suspension is it's Aussie made, much like our chassis, much like our vans, much like all of the componentry that are fundamentally large within your caravan. So support Aussie. These guys are absolutely banging these out, and they're so awesome to work with. The quality assurance program to make sure that what they do, they source locally, is just fantastic. Love working with these guys. But you're going to be able to go to those semi-off-road tracks, so whether dirt roads, whether it be a bit of corrugation, this is going to be able to handle that. Again, we offer different grades. So depending on what your lifestyle looks like, your camping experience looks like, heap of options. We have our toilet right at the back. So that's a CTS 4110. Dometic. It's on a ceramic toilet. This little cassette here, unfortunately, unlike the suspension, the cassette is not off-road. You still have to give him some respect. It does some cool tricks and stuff, but it's pretty basic otherwise. One-piece sidewall, one-piece floor, one-piece roof. Keep reinforcing it. Biggest things to be concerning yourself with is these one-piece elements of your van. You want to make sure what you're buying is the latest and greatest. No one's buying a gas car, right? So look at Crusader, look at the Eco-Lite, look at Creative Composites in Epping, look at where we're sourcing this stuff from, look at what's actually in the foam compress. You can't find any better. Manufacturer of the Year, RV Master, and Dealership of the Year, Crusader Caravans Melbourne, as voted by Crusader Caravans Network. Come this way. We have a spare wheel holder on the back that our lovely team have put on. If you buy a Crusader, we'll even throw in one of these. How lovely are we? We have on the back, one thing I love about it, it's very, very hard to tell, the new shape on all of the Musketeers, Excaliburs, Cross Countries, it kicks in, but it makes the butt, if you will, so much wider, and the thing looks tough as. So you look at the Ford Rangers, you look at the MUX, you look at the Pajero Sport, they've got these big butts on them, and if you like big butts and you can't lie, you're gonna love this because this thing is so wide, it is so awesome, and the way the shape looks, the way it sort of canvas in at the bottom, the van doesn't look as big. It's so awesome to be able to look at. Seeing the 24s to 25s in the yard, the shape is just completely polarizing, and I think it speaks for itself when you actually see it in person, so please just come down for a coffee. On the back, we have our wireless sphere reversing camera. The wireless sphere reversing camera has sound optional on it, so if you happen to be in a bit of a yelling sort of relationship and you want to curse at one another, one person can stand out here cursing back, other person in the car can't be heard. One-way relationship, it's fantastic. Back rear decal, and we've got sequential indicator lights as well as a number plate, and rear clearance across the top there. The fun stuff, the door side. This is the stuff that actually excites people. This is the center of activity. This is where the entertainment happens. This is where the fun stuff happens. This is where Mick gets too drunk, falls into the fire. Ambulance comes. Whoa, sorry, Mick. This is the side that's a bit fun, right? This is the side that memories happen at, and this is the side that Crusader has spent a lot of their time making sure that they've actually curated something that people are going to want to love and just own. And every time they walk into their driveway, they have that memory of Mick rolling on the ground. We've got an omnidirectional antenna on the roof. That antenna, unlike the wind guards, there's no winding mechanism. Nothing's going to break down over time. Nothing's going to break. The handle's not going to come off. You're not going to be ringing anyone at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to find the wind they can't handle. To be able to watch the fight or be able to watch the footy. This is just there. If there's reception to get, it'll get it. Great aerials. Everyone has a very big opinion about aerials depending on what they've had. I've used this. I've used the Cowfish. I've used the omnidirectional. I've used the Malenko. I've used the wind guard. I've used the Dometic HV. Used a coat hanger, Winsig, heaps of different aerials. The reality is if the wiring's correct and you've got the right sort of fittings and fit-offs and stuff, these are pretty trouble-free. And this guy here, I picked up like 62 channels and we're underneath the canopy over here. So I think you're gonna enjoy him. I really think that he's a really functional aerial, and I look forward to more sort of versions of that omnidirectional market expanding. Talk about the lifestyle of this caravan. So we've got a 16-foot awning-ish, approximately. I haven't measured the particular one. I only know the 2024. Maybe it's bigger. We have full-through tunnel boot. Like so. We have 719 kilos of payload. So we give you maximum payload. If your car's only capable of towing 3 tons, that's fine. You can think about killing someone as long as you don't do it, right? As long as you don't go over your towing limits, providing you don't go over your ball weight limits, providing you remain within your GCMs, GVMs, G whatever, you're A-okay. And we'll help you guide you through that process. We've got calculators to sit down with you and work you through that to make sure that you guys feel comfortable. Make sure that the approach is nice and easy. We've got our jack in there, we've got our wheel brace, we've got our jack winder, our leg winders, and we also have our awning short man stick, which I love to use because, as you can see, short man. Awning, we have our 1000x800, we have our big windows, we have our lovable TV hutch. So TV hutch, we have our TV on the outside, we have a aerial port, 12-volt cigarette socket, double power point. This guy goes pop, there goes the weasel, folds over, different sort of doors as well. Picnic table, my favorite thing about the Caravan, picnic table. No keys. So you want to be able to pop it out and have some fun? Yeah, cool, man. How easy is that? No keys, it's just the best. Again, that black wrap, and we've got our aluminium wheel arch, Crusader little decal logo, clip-on pop rivety guy, whatever he's called. I like him, he's branded, it's nice. It's just little things, you know. I think little things are the things that mean that we care, right? Whether it be PVC fittings on your plumbing or actually giving you an electrical compliance certificate. How nice are we? You wouldn't think that's a thing you'd have to ask for, but in our caravan industry, unfortunately, these people are rogue, but you're buying from the RV masters, you're buying from the manufacturer of the year, Crusader Caravans. You get all that stuff because we comply with every single compliance measure. In our family vans, we have 2 fire extinguishers, because if you read the compliance, one's in every living area. 2 living areas, 2 fire extinguishers. Come with me, we have a bargman handle, like so, bright white light. We have our, inside of our door, a little blue light that pops on right there for, you know, after Mick's had a few too many beers and he's, you know, needs someone to grab and he's sort of just grabbing. You've got 2 handles to be able to pull yourself in, and you've got something to be able to hold as you're coming out. We have a reinforced security mesh door, like so. This pins back. You've got roller blind there as well. You've got tri-lock security door. So this 1, 2, 3, and it's just a tri-lock security door. Clips up nice and easy, and the roller blind is like so. We've got 2 annex lights on the outside of our caravan, as well as all of our heat or evacuation points above the windows there. And the step, of course, is just a manual retractable step. The biggest notable difference till we jump inside, it's hard to be able to film out. We have an inside switch like so. That inside switch by the entry, that is a Victron isolation switch. And when we get underneath the bed, you'll get a little bit excited. I know people get excited when we get near the bed, but you just get a little bit, just calm down. Gonna take it slow. We're gonna jump in. I'm gonna meet you inside the van. I'm gonna show you why the Musketeer Treville for MY 2025 is my pick for being, again, the #1 contender for the tandem axle Musketeer range for the Crusader Caravans. I'll meet you in there, guys. So welcome to my favorite tandem axle Musketeer. Musketeer Treville, although a bit biased, I think is the best caravan for the Musketeer range that Crusader offer in the tandem axles. This guy is my favorite because maybe it's the Italian background, whatever it may be. I just really like the idea of everyone sitting around a table and just absolutely putting pasta sauce like all over a white bench top. But more than that, I think that it screams home and it screams comfort, and it doesn't scream, to me at least, to that of a cafe seating or L-shaped seating or even recliner seating. It screams opportunity, and it's mingling, it's cards around a table, whatever it is. I love the club lounge. I think more and more companies are starting to see the appeal for a lot of people within the club lounge market, and I think you'll see the appeal too when you actually jump inside this. So one of my favorite things is the table. So the Nuva Mapper table here. Again, opportunities, right? Flexibility. You want to have a cafe arrangement, you want to be able to play some cards, arm wrestle, whatever you're into. You have the flexibility. You want to sit opposite one another, have a bit of a date night. That's cool. Rocky comes over and he wants to be able to play some cards. You got 4 people around a table. That's okay too, because we've got our Nuva Mapper table. So this table goes in, out, spins around. It can drop down as well if need be. We have our L-shape, our club lounge. 2 Ferguson things I don't like. Club lounge, love it. The new upholstery style for the MY 2025 is just gorgeous. So the way this comes out, like the lumbar support in that, before your back picks up, I could be here for ages. The comfortability is awesome. The tone of the upholstery, the colouring of it as well. Obviously, we've got so much flexibility in colours. You're not restricted. You don't like the green, that's okay. You don't have to like the green. Like maybe it's the Kalamata olives or whatever it may be, but I just love that look of it. It's so nice. It just looks gorgeous. The way the trim finishes straight, you're going to absolutely love it. It really speaks volumes about the quality and class of this van. We have double power points up here. We have reading lights like so. They just have a little trigger switch on and off that are USB plugs. So you can then charge your phones. Your phones get plugged in. They pop across this like straight piece here in the corner. Love that. The little touches, big difference. You got a footrest like so. That pulls up. That locks in. You got them both sides. In these calibers, you got like an armresty sort of thing. So these are interchangeable across these caliber range. A little bit of money, but you know, money talks. Comes up, clicks, it's great. You've got underbody access for these lounge areas. So you can actually pull the seats up, access grog or whatever it may be that you're wanting to scurry away there, or cash hidden away. We have full block out. We have Migi screen covers. Bump, 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 bump. Or blinds, I should say, covers. Click 2 and 3 and back down. So these windows have a little special feature. Our cameraman probably doesn't know about this one because he's never seen these windows before, because they're a little bit different, same but sort of a bit different. Clip, clip, and then we also have in this here, we've got a little groove, right? This little groove for protection at night from the burglars, the old criminals. Normally what would happen is the spin knobs, you just like put them in tight for the older plastic windows, you just like lock them off. These windows here, when you've got in that position, still allows that air to come in, still breaks the like the condensation barrier sort of that exists within, you know, caravans or different climates. So these are really awesome. They give you that security to make sure that, you know, you feel that no one's going to come and break anything. And you're going to hear them if they do, because you know, it's in an aluminium frame, it ain't going anywhere. So little changes, all the difference. Across our cupboard sections here, we've got 1, 2, 3, and an electrical cupboard, right? So instead of saying 4 cupboards, we've got 3 and a 4th, right? So to give you an idea, we've got reinforced gas struts at 60 newtons. We have our brand new, but used for the last 18 months of R&D testing and in the field with our CRV range, new hinges. So it's more like a conventional kitchen hinge, if you will. These guys are a little bit different. We use CNC furniture, all in-house, of course. Again, we try and keep everything in-house to be able to have that control of the quality. They rebate all the doors, and then what they do is they have this special machine that I'm sure cost me my Christmas present, pushes the little plastic plugs into the actual door, and then when you then put your screw in, it's not just into that plywood. Over a period of time, you get that, you know, bend and nick to it. 3 years later, you go, oh, I've got to get this fixed up. That's not that. That's not what this is. You are absolutely going to be able to use this and stand the test of time. You got a 2-year factory warranty that gives you coverage on all these bits and bobs. You know, bands get moved and stuff, so we obviously give you that support nationally. And a 5-year structural warranty, roof, walls, floor, chassis, or you name it, you're covered and protected under the structural elements of it. Kung and Kung. Third one's not as exciting, exactly the same. If I just move this little table out and about so I can get in here, suave. This is our electrical cupboard. Awesome little cupboard. Check this thing out. So we have a camera switch for our camera to turn him on. We have a gas switch for our gas hot water, electric hot water. 2 fuses, because on the roof we have 2 200-watt monocrystal and solar panels from the team at Arizon. Thank you, Arizon. We have a Horton air conditioning remote. So on the roof we have our Horton Bel Air air conditioner, and that is a true reverse cycle unit. Again, national coverage. These guys, it's a heating and cooling unit, so well and truly protected as far as any climate you roll through. We have an AC switch, turn the guy on as an isolation switch, and this little black box up here is a wireless lighting system that just fires off relays to those areas when you press the remote button on the remote. Never replaced one, never had a warranty issue, nothing you need to worry about. A lot of people freak out when they hear about wireless lighting. Where are the switches? Don't worry about the switches. This is where it's at. This is the newest, greatest, latest. Jacob used these things for like the last 7 years. We've used these for the last 4 years. Haven't replaced one. Really good. JBL speaker. Why, you ask? Well, I just hate the radios. So the radios, a lot of people with the radios as they use them in their caravans, their existing caravans, they're a car radio, right? So a lot of people have the expectation they're going to be able to stand back and go tung, tung, tung. The reality is you got to pretend like you're in a car. When you're in a car, it's there. It doesn't really do what you need it to do. And because our roof's a composite roof, you got to rebate only certain speakers in there to make sure that you've got the distance to be able to hide the speakers. You got to run the wires, another perforation, another thing. They're great and they do what they need to do. But it's 2025. These are 2025 caravans. It's time to stand out. So we've got ahead and we've had a bit of a muck around with our JBL. The JBL, my boys here have Velcroed it because I asked them to, because it's our stock fan. I just don't want to get walkabouts, you know. And it's got a little radio antenna. It's got Bluetooth. It's got digital radio. And that antenna is massive. Bigger than any sort of antenna you're going to be putting on a Caravan for radio. We go to the beach. Take the JBL. Just charge it. It's USB-C. We give you 500 different points around the Caravan. You want to go to the park? JBL. If you want to sit outside and have a beer, JBL. You want to be able to listen to the braces at the other side of the Caravan. It doesn't. You've got no restriction. You've got flexibility. Biggest thing. I'm so stoked that finally someone's listened to me. The radios for me, it's just changed. You know, it's the market's changed, the demand's changed, the consumers changed. Everyone has Spotify. Everyone has Apple Music, and if you don't, just plug into the auxiliary port. Easy. These are awesome, awesome systems. I was mucking around with one outside before, and they're fantastic. So you're going to love them if I love them. It's normally how it works, and they're great. Different concept, great concept. These guys shut. Everything's not moving. Very, very well built. So again, CNC. It's very hard to, very good in terms of everything being the same every time, which is great. come with me into the bedroom. This is where the magic happens, and I know what you're thinking, magic, oh, here we go, it's that sort of video. Not that sort of video. You gotta subscribe for that sort of video. That video costs money. Now, we have Sirocco fans. I shouldn't say Sirocco fans. They're a Safety Day fan inspired off of the Sirocco variant. These guys, I believe, have improved that sort of 12-volt fan game. We have remotes to turn him on and off. And we have USB reading lights either side of the bed. We have a bed head, a pulsive bed head with like soft furnishings across the front. And we have double power point in there. We have a USB-C in there. We have another USB in there, USB-A. It's a queen bed at 6 foot 2 by 5 foot. We have our robe arrangement. So I assume in most relationships, husband and wife or whatever it may be, someone gets more storage than the other person. Hey, whatever works for you, works for you. So I assume husband-wise, you're getting that drawer. That's about it, all right? So just be grateful you got that. Cupboard. This is like a pocket. So it does pop off if you need it to. You give it a little, and it pops off. The idea is you can clean it from the front. Some people put hinges on these. Completely up to you. Whatever you want to be able to do. It's your caravan. We're not going to control you too much. And then this guy goes, shuts, and like so. Obviously, we haven't really gone through the drawer side of it because we only opened 1 or 2 cupboards, but welcome to our new handles. These are the MY 2025 handles. They're a press latch, so you've got like an engaged lock there, and it shoots in like so, and then locks in. Drawer-wise, I'll show you this on the outside of it. Very hard because we've obviously got a confined space here, but this is a soft close drawer. So all of the drawers in the Crusader are soft close. You've got drawer, cupboard, overhead, fans with lights and remotes. You can't complain with that. You've got 2 1000 by 800 windows either side with blockouts and MIDI screens as you pull down. You've got a control switch here, but if you have a look underneath here, you've got all this beautiful strip lighting, and you can, oh, that's beautiful. So you've got this awesome ambient lighting, that really just, like at my house at night, if it's whatever it may be, you know, let's say it's, I don't know, 7 o'clock at night here in Victoria. Having your overhead lights above you, I don't particularly like. My wife doesn't like it. And I think this here, with everything off in here, I think once you just pop the strip lighting on, I think it's really going to make a difference to just the feel of the van and make it not so overall. And the color and tone of these lights as well are just fantastic. Queen bed. What's underneath it? Well, magic, good sir. Thank you so much for asking, or good madame. We have a 240 volt charger from Victron. We have a solar MPPT 20 amp controller. We have an 18 amp DC to DC charger. Non-essential fuses. We have essential fuses. We have a servo connected display, so we can see all this via a HDMI communication cable up by the display. We'll talk about that later. Calm down. And we have all these fuses here that are ready for, at some point, if you decide you want to be able to go to a much larger system, upgrade your system. Nothing's restrictive. All the batteries are outside as per the compliance for November 2023. This is awesome. So, is it the most powerful charging system in the world? No, absolutely not. Does it give you the ability to make it the most powerful charging system in the world? You'd get pretty close. You just got to add or change a few things, and these things, you know, just much like it, got to draw the line somewhere, and I think Crusader have drawn the line well. I know that there's a few things they're looking to change as these models progress, as more orders come through, and I know they want to make sure that our customers get the best options available to them. This is a very, very, very attractive system for what it is. It's an inner spring mattress above me just like so, and all of this here, the electrical wires, is controlled, is controlling our Caravan currently. So charger, solar, DC to DC. 3 individual componentry, which means everything's broken up and you're not gonna, you know, if something goes down, it's not an accumulative system. You can just get each item looked at. You can carry on through. Very awesome. Victron and Arizon, awesome, fantastic. Super stoked to be working in partnership with these guys. Very, very cool. Very, very cool step forward for Crusader to partner with that major supplier. Above our head, we've got a roof and skylight. We've got midgie, and we have, well, I shouldn't say just a fine mesh, really, and then a block out. Photosensitive smoke detectors. It's a brand new thing. Again, staying ahead of that compliance. We have a full-time compliance officer at Crusader Caravans to make sure that your van complies, to make sure that it's safe, to make sure that you guys are well protected, well cared for, and loved. So that's Crusader Caravans. We care, genuinely care. We want to make sure the van you get is the best version of what we can give you. In our bedroom, we have a 24-inch Majestic TV. My boys have gone ahead and Velcroed this, but if the cameraman would like to step across here, you can have a bit of a squiz. It's a 24-inch Majestic TV. So this has Netflix, Stan, you know, all the fan favorites for the old smart TVs. Very little warranty on this, and to be completely honest, even the stuff that I've seen pop up, user error, customer error, dropped it, don't know what happened, looks like someone kneed it, not really sure. I really haven't had too many issues with these Majestic. They're very, very good. Providing they're used correctly, set them correctly up, awesome TVs. One thing I love about the 2025, right, for storage, is check this little pocket, right? This little pocket is such a cool little addition. iPhone, fits just snug. That's literally to the mil. It's like probably a mil off in width. Heaps of storage in there. And people were like, oh, what, you know, first on my store, I was like, what would they put in there? The more I think about it, remotes, the JBL speaker you just saw in our little cupboard. Little things like that, I think, are so cool. You've got a little spot for everything. Just awesome little advancements that you can tell that Serge Valentino, hi Dad, actually thought about for 2 minutes before implementing into a Caravan. Took all the customer feedback that you guys sent us, and you probably think, they don't do anything with that. We do. We sat and we listened. We made advancements. We developed. And you guys get to reap the rewards of that. Come with me. We've got our kitchen. Now, in our kitchen, there's awesome updated chrome sink. It's almost like a nickel, to be fair. Awesome gooseneck tapware. Love that. Love that. NC microwave, no plate. So you just pop things in there. You don't have to remove anything to drive. Like so. We've got 3 LED lights across the top. And again, we have that beautiful strip lighting all the way across. Whether you want to just turn off the bedroom light, so you can just stay there, I'll just grab our portable remote. Is our remote, so it's removable, right? You can buy extras, you can buy singles, duals, whatever you want. You want just one of these by the entrance or exit, sorry, and you want to be able to just turn off the kitchen. It's just a switch. And then look, everything's off, but we still got this ambient lighting still going underneath here that you could leave on or off. Can you imagine, like, it's you know, you've cooked a beautiful dinner, you're winding back, watching a movie, laying across your club lounge, and you've just got the ambient lighting on, whether it even just be one section, could even just be in the ensuite, which we'll show you shortly. I just love it. I think it's such a warmth and such a growth of the product that it just screams, as I said before, opportunity, comfort. It's awesome. I'm really, as you can tell, probably quite excited to show people this as we get more and more people coming in. They're probably a bit put off because they walk into the dealership and we're like, hey, you got to see the 2025 stuff. It's bloody amazing. And we've got the strip lighting. You see the strip lighting? Strip lighting is amazing. And I already talk quick as it is. And they go, this guy, yeah, this guy's on it. Yeah. These are great, like just great. And you can tell every worker at the factory, the 200 of them in, you know, their purpose-built automotive facility of manufacturing these, like, you know, fine-tuned Crusaders are just buzzing. They're so excited to see people's feedback. So excited to see people's love of their product that they've worked tirelessly over. So, hello Crusader team, thank you once again. Beautiful marble top. The girls have gone ahead and picked this within our design team, and we've got a heap of options to be able to pick from. Awesome sink, great draining board. We've got a roll top post form bench top for the to matte top. This is a gorgeous one. As I said at the start of the video, that chassis number, keep referring to him if you love the colours, because they've curated it. They pick better than I wouldn't dare. This is awesome. Burner, induction. Burner, induction, burner, induction. Make a song. We have a heap of cooking facilities and a heap of different choices. We have a range hood, which is a Finch. Sucks it out. It's a good sucker. Who doesn't love a good sucker? Now we also have overhead cupboards. I'll show you this guy in a sec on the left-hand side. And we've got drawers. Oop, drawers. Now, there's no oven because most of our customers, when we check the ordering bank, have removed the oven. We offer ovens in our Excalibur. We offer ovens in our Musketeers. Do I think people will end up adding ovens to their vans? Probably not. I think most people will go, I love this. I'm going to use a Weber. I'm going to use an air fryer. It's 2025. As I said, no radio, JBL speakers, air fryers. 100% consideration for your caravan. You want to be able to make it easy. Turn it on. Cook. Pièce de résistance. We have drawers. Now, these drawers are a metal-sided drawer, right? These push latch, you know, it's so funny. When I started in the industry 13 years ago, everyone was saying, oh, nah, you don't want the push buttons. And back then it was like a shell class with like a push button, you know, and I got arthritis and all that. And You know, it was at fair points, and we had these beautiful lever latches. We still use them in our MY24s. But these are just that next sort of tier of van, I suppose. You know, even where the cooktop is, it all comes out. Got a little spare in there for us. It's a soft close. So it's a soft close, it's a push lock. That's good. 1, 2, 3. What do you think's under here? Oh, a little drawer. Oh, drawer, 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 drawer. You got 8 drawers in a bank. Are they the deepest drawers down the bottom? No, but most manufacturers give you a flat. We Crusader, we give you a drawer. Why? You know the answer to that. We care. All of our plumbing inside of our Caravan is PVC with smell trap. So if we pop this open here, PVC, smell trap, so you're not going to be able to smell that grey water. I remember a while ago working in a van that we had here in stock for a little bit, and it was a different sort of van. Didn't have that. You certainly smelt it. Smelled pretty interesting. Not something I'd recommend. So definitely consider these things as you're purchasing your Caravan. Heap of storage in there. This looks like a perfect spot for an air fryer, or down below. Heaps of decisions, heaps of choices. Absolutely love it. Now, we've talked about our lounge. We've talked about our kitchen. Let me talk to you about this guy. Let me talk to you about this guy right here. But first, I'll grab my remote because I've got to put him back because I'll get yelled at. Chung, chung. Okay, a little bit hard to show, but I'm going to give you a quick demonstration. We've got a spot up here. Mr. Sergio Valentino was very keen on putting into his Caravans. Hello, Father. And your keys pop up there. And you can walk into the Caravan, pop your keys. If you're a smoker, smokes, what, you know, whether it be your phone, tablet, whatever it is. I think those little cubbies make a big difference because you have a spot for everything. It's not just in a drawer. That drawer. Everyone has that drawer at home where it's just everything that doesn't have a spot goes in that drawer. That's that drawer. That there is a pigeonhole just for your keys or whatever you want to decide you want to pop in there. Flexibility. We've got a remote. Obviously that pulls off. We mount these on our stock vans so they come loose when you order a Caravan because it's your Caravan and we're not going to dare try and tell you what you're going to do in your van. So you just tell us where you like it and we just pop 2 screws and it's nice and easy, and then you can pull it off the wall or take it with you or sit outside and pop lights on. It's completely up to you. Talked about the switching, talked about the handles. There's this little cupboard here. A bit hard to see, but you've still got 1 and 2 storage spots in there next to your cooktop. Again, another little awesome little hidey hole in there. And again, cocoon, like so. The factory's gone to the degree of making this door out of the furniture paneling to make sure it blends in as nicely as it possibly can. That's awesome. I didn't even know that until I just felt it, and I'm like, oh, it's the same texture. Have a look at this thing. This is a Victron display. This shows you power amps. So we're using 7.1 amps out. It's 13.1 volts. Got minus 93 DC power. If the solar was coming in and we weren't under a canopy and it wasn't a miserable day here in Melbourne, you see the sun peak up. If the AC loads were on, you'd see this. If the AC input was coming in via the 240 volt charger, you'd see that. And then when you turn the car on, you'll start seeing power come back the way through the DC power. Headboard with a little pocket here to be able to pop little bits and pieces. Maybe a tracker, maybe not, whatever works for you. And then check this out. No one's giving you this. This is so cool. So a little bit of space is still a lot of bit of space. So you can still pop heaps in here and it doesn't end. It's got storage all the way down. Everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 12 different individual spots. You know how many jars of cumin you can get in that? Heaps. It's the cumin cupboard. Whatever you need. I hope I'm saying that right. Because if I'm not, I'm sure I'll hear about it. We have our Thetford fridge. Thetford, you say? Yes, sir, we did. This is a 224 litre compressor Thetford fridge. You want to camp out forever? Hey, this might be the fridge for you. If you want to be able to go to van park, it's definitely the van for you. Battery-wise, you've got the 150 amp lithium. This guy's going to run for a bit of time. However, we fine-tune it to. If you want to do a heap of free camping off the bat, great, let's talk about a different sort of battery edition. Flexibility, it's awesome. Love this. Check this out. I'm a shorty, so I love it. I can still access up here. I can still get down to here. I can still get my little crisper drawers, which I assume tomatoes and cucumbers will go in for a lovely, delicious salad. And then, this is nice. Oh, we've got a freezer drawer. Love a freezer drawer. 224 litres, I believe, this little fridge. Wherever he's hiding little labels on me. Controls at the top. we're going to put out a handover tutorial video after our lovely caravan show that we'll be coming to very shortly. And then underneath here, we've got our hot water service, our switch gates, and our gas control as well. So again, there's still a little bit of storage left and right of that. Everything we've done, like, you know, a silly manufacturer of caravans would put the hot water service dead center of the cupboard, not giving you any storage. Not us. We actually thought about it, and we made sure that the guys only put it across, put it to one side, so that way you still have access and a little bit of storage in there. Is it the most storage? No, but is it 6 bottles of wine deep? Yeah, man, it's 6 bottles of wine deep. You can definitely get it in there. The one thing I love about the new hinges and the new soft close is nothing really comes out. So check this out. Right? Nothing's really going to move as it goes. If you forget to lock something, the chance of it coming open are far less than what we've previously used, right? So, one. And the other thing I like as well is, theoretically, if you open that latch, like so, and it's in that sort of open format, if you use it, right, and then you just put it back, you don't actually have to lock it or press lock it. It can just stay like that while you're using the caravan at the caravan park. And then before you travel, you just check everything, make sure nothing hangs out. You know, one brush part, oh, no, he's open, lock it away. It's very, very easy to use. We've managed to make our way into the ensuite just here. We're nearly at the end. This is the part where you're like, oh, what dealership is this again? You go, oh, Crusader Melbourne, that's right. I've got to give him a call after this and ask him some questions. Roof hatch. We have a fan hatch. It puts air in, it takes air out. You can open and close them, of course, like so, all the way down. But all the hand tutorial videos and all these sort of bits and pieces you guys can check out. They're a bit of fun. We have a bit of joke around. A lot of the stuff we say, yeah, it's a bit silly, but hey, it's a long video. It's a massive investment. It's a few hours of work for you. It's a few hours of, well, not hours, a lifetime of work, a lifetime of superannuation, lifetime of dreams, all the hours away from the kids, the stuff that went into this moment where you guys, from, you know, having your kids at 20, could now buy something and it's just for you. You guys can enjoy it and, you know, travel through Australia in something of comfort and luxury and something that you deserve. So, you know, I know we make these long videos, but we really appreciate that watch period of time, because it does know, and we know that you guys are spending a lot of time looking at these things and researching these things. So we hope we can help in any way, shape or form, and we make it a bit funny at the same time. Come in. We've got this beautiful little silver button, and we get a little button to press. Oh, delicious. That is our strip lining controls. So they're in the bedroom and in the ensuite, sorry, not the bedroom, the lounge, the kitchen, but they're controlled via the bedroom areas, overheads, and our touch light just there. This is the Musketeer 2025. We're in 2024. Musketeer Treville. Shaving cabinets in this. The factory have moved a few things around, changed a few different cupboard arrangements. These are just awesome. Mirror, mirror, mirror. I could almost talk to myself here. And you're probably thinking, oh, what's behind there? Storage. And storage. You've got 3 of these. And a PowerPoint. Very hard to argue with that sort of storage in a van that is this size. It is awesome. Beautiful sink. Beautiful tap. Again, smell traps on our U-bends on our basin. PVC, washing machine, water line, PowerPoint, and cocoon. Lift up washing machine lid, as well as 3.2 kilo Aussie Traveller washing machine. So you've still got all of the creature comforts and luxury elements of owning a caravan and owning a Crusader Caravan. This is a CTS 4110. How many times have we said that? 150. We have all of our our towel rails. 1, 2, quite wide, matching finish across all of our tapware. Toilet roll holder, ceramic bowl, like so, and Dometic, of course. So we've been using these guys for a little bit here. They're great. And bye. We've got a full sliding door. The sliding door matches this door material. Little things. But little things went into building this. Little things went into your hopes and dreams, and I hope that we can be a part of that. Come with me. I'm a shorty. I love it. We have our fully fiberglass one-piece shower in our Musketeer vans. It is, I believe these are locally blown fiberglass molds here in Victoria. The reason why that's important is a lot of manufacturers, to cut costs, will use, they use a perspex shower door on the glass. We use glass. It means that it's a little, it's marginally heavier, but it just means that it's going to last. It's actually going to do what it needs to do for you over a period of time, and you're not going to have to worry about the perspex sort of getting that like crazing to it that you see. It's just horrific. But glass, love it. It's gorgeous. We offer mirror variants. We also, you don't need any more mirrors, but hey, like whatever works for you, we're here. Here's a shower bag. You pop your shower head in it. You're probably thinking, that seems interesting. You don't travel with your shower head up. We do because we cable tie, but I can't imagine you want to cut that off every time. This pops in here and you drive. Most people don't get this. Most manufacturers don't go to that level of specificity with their vans. You just pop it in here and we do the hard work for you. It's great. For the tall people, I envy you. This here goes up like so. Ooh. And then a lot of people ask us, oh, can you make the shower hose go to the top of the shower inside? Mark hits his head. Well, Mark, we've fixed this for you, so you just come on down. How do you have your coffee? This goes all the way up. You've got your flick mixers, bit hard to demonstrate with this little bag hanging about. Flick mixer, hot, cold, standard tap. Again, that consistent finish all the way across. That's that same consistent look, it's semblance, it's everything that makes it. It's the little things. Little soap drainer there. You can pop a little bar of soap, or your Lynx Africa, #1. Thanks, Lynx. And then again, we've got that one-piece fiberglass cubicle. So it means that the chances of water ingress or leaving the shower cubicle into your caravan significantly lower. No point in building a fully fiberglass caravan and then giving you some alley panel manufactured shower cubicle. This is top tier. Costs a bit more, blown for us, but it means that you're not going to have any concerns. You're not going to have any heartache. These are the things that make Crusader Caravans an RV master. It makes them a manufacturer of the year, and it makes our care factor in making sure that when you guys get your caravan, it's the caravans you're actually going to hold on for a bit of time. I'm quite happy to only sell you one caravan. My team here are quite happy to sell you one caravan, because it means that we've done the right thing. It means that we've actually given you something you're going to keep for an extremely long period of time. It means that you've actually loved and used that product. It means that we're not just upgrading people on a rotation, cradle to grave. You want a second one, come on back. We'll make sure we get it 150%. Our aim is to make sure that we cultivate something and curate something specifically for you, and to make sure that you guys feel that connection. Yes, we're here to sell caravans. Make no mistake, it's a business. We're here to sell vans. We're the best vans in Australia. We're the second largest caravan manufacturer in Australia currently. We build the most advanced and the most developed construction for any caravan that is currently in Australia, in my opinion. We're RV Masters and Manufacturer of the Year. We are, I believe, the best. If you want to be able to sit with us, you want to figure out and curate that van for you, these vans are built at a price that attracts the mainstream buyers. The Treville is that van that we build 200 of these things a year out of our 50 vans a week at our manufacturing facility here in Epping. We want to make sure the van's right. Not every van fits everyone else. No one walks in, some people are 10.5 size shoes, some are a 9. We just want to make it right for you. We want to make sure you guys feel as if someone's actually listened, they've paid attention. It wasn't about the sale, it was about the journey. That's what we do at Crusader Melbourne. Yes, we have some fun on camera. Yes, I'm sure to appearance a cocky young man in a blazer. But the reality is we've been doing this for a very long time, and we want to make sure that you guys feel that comfort level and feel that expertise when you order something from us. And we're really, really excited to show you this 2025 range. So if you'd love to come down for a coffee, a chat, just even to see what it's all about, to see if it's worth popping in, come down for a coffee at 1457 Sydney Road, Campbellfield. Come see the Crusader Caravans Melbourne team. If you want to email me, tell me, Michael, you talk too quick. Michael, your hairline's receding. Do you know? Yes, yeah, I know. I'm well and truly, I know. Send me an email at hello@crusadermelbourne.com. You can head to my website, www.crusadercaravansmelbourne.com.au. We'd love to be able to show you the vans. We'd love to show you why we've won these awards, why we've hit these accreditations, why we are leading and pioneering caravan development, construction, and implementation across the caravan industry. You just want advice? Just give us a call. We're here to help. Guys, thank you very much for your trust. Thank you for your passion. Thank you for your attention. I know it's a long one. We're just super excited. Come down, We'll see you soon. Give us a call, 9359-2938. We'll see you soon, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to check out more from Crusader Caravans Melbourne. We have plenty of tutorial videos, product highlights, and walkthrough videos for your next new Crusader Caravan. Thanks so much. Hit subscribe, push the notification bell so you stay up to date with all of our latest content. Thanks so much and happy caravanning.